Today I will be ranking the top 10 words that are in titles of songs and that are included in titles of songs. I know, kind of a ridiculous thing to try to do, but I've noticed that there are certain words that I see in the titles of songs that I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good one. And then you look through and you've got a whole lot of songs with that word in it or just that word alone. So I wanted to show from my perspective what those words are and then maybe try to connect some dots to see what makes all of these words so special and how those concepts end up being great songs. I was looking at how many songs I have added or I like or that I think are good that include a specific word. However, that word also has to have significant importance into the overall structure and idea of that title. So of course the word that's included in the most good or great songs is going to be like the. However, the isn't all that important to the structures of basically all of the songs that it's in and is not going to be standing alone for the title of a song very frequently at all. So that's why it wouldn't be a high priority on my list. So I'll give you an example of an honorable mention that nearly made our list, and that is Hurt. Because there's a lot of really great songs that have Hurt on its own and also Hurt as a core part of the title. There's Hurt by Johnny Cash.
I hurt myself today.
There's Hurt by Oliver Tree. And then Hurt accompanied with one word, like Hurt Me by Frood World or Hurt Feelings by Mac Miller. And it will also help these songs if they are able to cross genres with these titles and still be great songs, because it shows that the idea is a little bit more universal. And so I had a bot sit down and look through 2,700 songs and their titles. It's me. I'm the bot. Do you think I have a budget for this video? Plus, humans have a far more advanced understanding of art compared to computers. It's one of their biggest advantages on them. So having a bot do this would be idiotic anyway. Anyway, let's move on to our list. At number 10, I chose... I have two songs titled Plainly Nightmare that are great, one by Tom the Mailman, one by Avenged Sevenfold. And then also I have Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares by XXX, which is another stellar song. And then Kid Cudi pulled some serious weight in this one and making it just eke into the top 10 because he has 4 songs that have Nightmare included in them, even though they are not integral to the titles of those songs. It's more like a Nightmare version of them. So he helped Nightmare just eke into the top 10. You'd probably make the argument that Hurt should actually be on the list. For number 9, I chose the song Still. And I have 11 songs that Still is featured in the title of the song. And 6 of those songs are 2-word titles, so Still comprising half of it with strong significance in those titles. And most of those 6 are very strong songs. There's I'm Still by Frood World, Still Counting by Volbeat, Still Breathing, Green Day, Still Dre, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, Still Waiting, Sum 41, Still Here, Drake, and a bunch of other great songs that have Still in the titles but do not make up as much of a presence as that. So this crosses genres pretty well, and I'm not surprised that Still would make an appearance. Gives great potential for angst, boiling over of emotions that just continue to build, and has a ton of potential for a great song. The reason it's not higher up is because it can't really stand alone for the subject of a song for the most part. Which is very different from our number 8 selection, which is basically the opposite of that situation, and that is Void. Void, I have 4 songs added, and they are all titled either only Void, just Void is the title of the song, or The Void. So these are by Lil Nas X, Puya, Kid Cudi. Those 3 are amazing. And then The Void by Parkway Drive is also pretty solid. And expressing ideas through the vast emptiness of a void has just tremendous potential for a song. When you see that in the title, it's going to be very promising for sure. Next on the list is Forever. Forever, I have 2 songs, of that being the only word in the title, by Tom the Mailman, and then the one with Eminem, Drake, all those guys. And then I have a lot of songs where it is just compiled with 1 or 2 other words. like Live Forever, where there's one by Bazzy and one by Lil Peep. Or Young Forever or Forever Young. Both those are strong. And another dramatic word is great for pieces of art. Forever makes sense to be in here as well. Number 6 is... For single word titles, there is Home by Mark Rebier or Aries. I have several metal songs involving home. I have plenty of hip hop songs that have home. And then there's also like Sweet Home Alabama. There's Homegrown by Zac Brown Band, even though I'm not a fan of country. They're pretty good. And home can be great for bringing up feelings of nostalgia or triumph. Next selection is Run, and there are plenty of songs that use Run and its variations that are spectacular. And then the one song that I have that is only titled Run by Joji is really good. Then there's Run In by The Pharcydes or Tupac. There's Run Away by Kanye or Lil Peep or Bon Jovi. There's Running by The Kid Laroi. For 50% rates, there's Long Run by Rich Brian, Rabbit Run by Eminem, and there's a ton of other songs across many different genres that include Run in some variation. Number 4, we have California. And it's kind of baffling how many great songs there are titled California. With the word by itself, I have the one by Rich Brian and by Petey. Both of those are great. California plus one word, it's killing the game. California Girls, California World, California Dreamin', California Love, Hotel California, Danny California. Mix in a little California with just about anything. It's turning out pretty hot. And again, we've got a little bit of everything in those songs. Next entry on the list is Time. I have 28 songs with Time in the titles of those songs. It does not play a crucial role in all of those, so I can't have it be like our top spot, but it does bolster its argument with that many inclusions. However, there are a couple strong songs titled simply Time. There's the one by Mac Miller, as well as by Hans Zimmer, which is the song like at the end of Inception, if you've seen that one. Then we've got a great selection of songs where it comprises half the title. From Time by Drake, Closing Time by Semisonic, Only Time by Enya, This Time by Magna Carta Cartel. There's so many songs that it is in, and time is something that you can take in a whole lot of different directions, and everyone's going to relate to. We're all aware of it, and we are all subject to it. The number 2 song has the strongest overall catalog, I would say, as far as quality of music per song. And that is because number 2 is Spillways. And Spillways is just amazing. 100% of the songs called Spillways are like the greatest song ever made, which is because there is one song called Spillways, and it's the greatest song ever made. It's a song by Ghost, very, very good. It also kind of captures a lot of different genres. It's made by a softer Swedish metal band that is mostly doing like an 80s classic rock interpretation, while also kind of ripping the intro from Still Dre. And managing to sound like Toto and Bon Jovi, and it's got a lot going on, but I love the song. Can't find no issues with a song named Spillways. Just goes to show, lists are crap, and algorithms will kick things out of whack. Which leads me to my number 1 selection, Never. Okay, I'm actually not going to do Never, even though there was a lot of reasons why it would be close, like maybe could make the list, but definitely not number 1. The real selection for number 1 is Dream and its variations. And I had 20 songs that included Dream in its titling. However, I have several songs that are titled just Dreams that are really good. Dreams by Gavin and X Games, certified banger.
It's over, I know you ain't thinking of me.
Dreams by Laws, very good. Dreams by Bazzy, very good. Dreams by ASAP Rocky, extremely good.
Let go back to business, my fears, pride of all my devil.
Dreams by NF, pretty solid. Then when you add one more word into it, you got a whole lot of bangers as well. Lucid Dreams by Fruit World, Wet Dreams by J. Cole, Dream On, Aerosmith. And then we've got 2 words that also have other words in this list, meaning they were absolutely destined for greatness, Dream Forever by Hobson, which was my song of the day, an absolutely amazing song. And California Dreamin', which is another great song as well. That was one of the biggest hits of its era. And of course, other two-worders, Sweet Dreams, Teenage Dream, both great as well. And there's a lot of other songs that I have that include more words that are extremely strong as well. And it's completely crossing genres, which nearly every word on this list did quite well. Overall lessons of what will make a good song title and things that have the potential to be great just on looking at what they're called. It's great to find things that are dramatic, intense, powerful, significant, and also if they're universal that can help in a ton of ways. Music is art, and art is best expressed through intensity and extravagance. Taking extremes of things can be good if you're trying to get a point across, and finding things that everyone can relate to or understand in some way can also be extremely strong to add to that. Additionally, if you make the song called Spillways, it will be the greatest thing of all time. That's just what is going to happen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, it would help me a lot if you would please like every song from Gavin and X Games on their Spotify, except for maybe Whiskey Mert. That's the only one I don't have added. You can use your discretion on that one, though. It's music that my buddy makes. It's great stuff. Coming out with a new album in a couple weeks as well. And yes, they do have a song called Dreams, so you'd know that that one is spectacular, which is indeed actually my favorite song by them. Then if you could also please comment on the next music video that you watch, this song should have been called, and then use any combination, preferably all of them, of the words that I ranked in your comment. Maybe you're watching the song of the day, which is Dream Forever. Not a music video, but you could say, this should have been called Time to Run Home Forever and Dream Spillways in California. And then, of course, if you have not already, make sure to subscribe.